Hi, everybody. My name is Ron Cantor, and you're watching Out of Zion on GODTV. And I'm with Dan Juster today. It's our third episode with him. But, Dan, we talked a little bit of theology. I want to talk about something more deeper to the heart. You and I both serve with a ministry called Tikkun International. You were one of the 3 founding members and the director for many, many years. And there's something unique about Tikkun. We are a Messianic Jewish apostolic network of congregations and ministries all over the world. But the 3 founding members, you, Eitan Shishkoff, Asher, and Trader, you have stayed together for now almost 40 years.
Yes.
That is very rare in this day and age where schisms and splits are accepted. The 3 of you have remained loyal to one another. How were you able to do that?
Well, it comes out of a vision that I had about 40 years ago to see a leadership arise with me, and they're not the only 3 that are part of it, but they're the central 3, that would build together in covenant relations and love, mutual accountability, and that they would be in that relationship for the rest of their lives and would extend the kingdom of God together. That led to a network of congregations in America, and then led to the choice of the name Tikkun, because we believe in the restoration of all things. Tikkun means restoration. When we sent Eitan and Asher to Israel to plant works in the land of Israel, and then my coming to serve them after the first 10 years of their being there. So we just believe that we need to do all we can to overcome mistrust and difficulties and to keep that relationship of love as a sign of God's covenant love to us.
Well, that's so unique at a time when people speak about my ministry. What is your ministry? And within Tikkun, the culture is more, we're a team building together.
Yes. Our desire is to see that all the ministries that come out of us are joined in the family that comes out of our leadership of some 40 years together now. And so we want everybody to have this idea that we want to serve the other more than serving our own ministries. Now that's hard for people, but it's when you lay down your life for others and their ministries more than your own, that's when you form this kind of unity.
That sounds great in theory. I'm going to guess that actually carrying out is a little bit more difficult.
Yes, it indeed is a challenge, and sometimes we are challenged. We do find that we are tempted sometimes to protect our ministry for fear that if we expose the other ministries, then we're going to lose money or we're going to lose supporters to the other ministries. And it sometimes happens. Asher, for example, exposed one of his top supporters to Heidi Baker, and he left Asher and supported Heidi Baker. But other people have come alongside and are supporting his ministry and have more than made up for that.
Do we see this concept of team ministry in the New Covenant, or do we see more of the lone, you have one senior guy who's gifted and he's just surrounded by a support team?
Well, of course, the model of Jesus and the 12 was definitely that kind of team ministry that would stay together. But you remember their competition even within that first group of disciples.
Yes, who's the greatest?
Right. And Paul faced that kind of competition, and he wrote about it in Corinthians, where people began to seek their own kingdom in ministries. But Paul did have a loyal group of people that did stay together when committed to him, even to the end of his life. And that loyal team of people like Timothy and Titus and Luke became really a nucleus that was like unto the nucleus of the original apostles.
Friends, team ministry, really, that's where it's at. That's what we see in the New Covenant. And Dan, I want to thank you for being my guest these past 3 episodes. And I want to encourage all of you to go to God.tv so you never miss an episode. And you can find me at roncantor.com.
Please follow Ron on Twitter and Facebook at Ron S. Cantor to find out more about Ron and his ministry. For more information on GODTV and the Out of Zion programs, or to view these programs again, go to god.tv/Zion.